Hey guys, welcome to this epic tutorial. This is my brother Spencer. He has nothing to do with the video, but we're going to be making Pennywise today, which is really cool. So, subscribe for more to come. Alright, thank you for joining us today.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
Okay, so we are going to be making Pennywise, and yes, I'm in my car. It is nice and quiet in here, and we're going to be making Pennywise, and I don't really remember making the model that much, so I'm just going off memory. So it's going to be a short tutorial, short, to the point tutorial, not giving you a lot of details. I have not recorded in a tutorial in a while, so this feels weird. And I haven't recorded myself in a while, so this also feels weird. But thanks to you guys for subscribing. We're at like 1,700 subscribers as of right now, and that's pretty cool. I grabbed a cube, and I started sculpting, sculpting a nice head, a Pennywise head, and it looked horrible. So then I just grabbed this 3D model of a head that I sculpted a while ago, and I started sculpting Pennywise from that head. I got this, and it looks a lot better. If you guys want to start where I started, you can get this head for free on CG Trader. So if you want that 3D model that I started with, there will be a link in the description, and it will be free. Okay, so a few tips for sculpting Pennywise is he has a big forehead, his cheeks are like weirdly big, and he has a weird smile. So if you get those three things, you'll be golden on the sculpt, okay? So that's all I have for sculpting. I can't really teach you how to sculpt unless you want a tutorial on how to sculpt. Then I could do that. But for now, take those tips and do a good job. Then for the things around his neck, like the neck ruffle things, I don't know what they're called. I just went into sculpting mode on an object, and if you click this button over here, I forget what it's called, but if you click it and turn it up, if you sculpt on one spot, it sculpts multiple spots, and it's pretty cool. I just used that to sculpt the neck ruffles, and it turned out pretty good. Then I just duplicated it over and over, and it looked good. So for the shoulders, I used a cloth simulation on like the lower arm part, and that turned out okay. And then for the top, like the actual shoulder, I just sculpted it so that it would look like cloth, and then I added textures, image textures, to make it look like cloth. So two things that make it look like cloth, and so it looks like cloth. Now we have the head, the ruffles, the shoulders, then we just need the body. The body was just like a big pillow with a little bit of floof at the end. And then the legs were just cylinders, and that's pretty much it. I just sculpted all of this, and then retopologized everything. It was a nightmare, but I got through it, and it looks okay. Then I just texture painted everything, and it looked pretty good. A lot of you guys have been wondering how to texture paint with images, and I'm going to tell you right now. Click on your object, go to texture painting mode, go to the texture tab, create a new texture, select the image you want to paint with, and then go back to this, the properties panel, I think it is, and go down to where it says like textures or something, I forget what it says, and then instead of like tiled, switch it over to stencil. And voila, then you have a stencil in your window and you can paint with the textures, and it looks really good. So do it. So I rigged everything up with some simple bones. I just extruded them where I think it should bend, parented it using automatic weights, and that was that. There's this really cool thing that I didn't know about. Well, maybe I did, but I remembered it. If you push N on your keyboard and go to Tools and select Auto IK or something like that, and it does exactly what it says. It's automatic IK system, so it's really cool, and you just click on a bone and you drag it and it works. That's pretty much it. I actually, throughout my whole process, I was like rendering different things. I rendered this image, and it looks pretty cool, and then I rendered this little animation of him going like, ee, side to side with the smile. Oh yeah, I did the shape keys. So pretty much for the shape keys, kind of jumping around here, if you want his mouth to open up like all big and everything, you just go to the shape keys, add a new shape key, For the big smile, I just like used proportional editing and made it go whoop. For the teeth, I just did the same thing, added a new shape key, and then duplicated them over and over till I was happy, and then you slide between them and it looks good. So then I did the final animation. Let me know what you thought in the comments, but I'll play the real thing, the real deal for you right here. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I forgot to do this earlier, but someone commented and wanted to know how to make the hair that I did for Pennywise. And it's pretty easy. You just get a Bezier curve, and then you get a circle curve, and you make the taper object or whatever, I don't know. You pretty much make it so that the circle is the Bezier curve, which is pretty mind-blowing stuff. But anyways, and then you just modify the circle curve, and it modifies the shape of the geometry, and it looks super cool. Anyways, yeah, bye.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.